So good evening and welcome to the Next Gen Season 12 Ginetta GT5s. We are here for round number 8 here at Ruapuna Park GP. As we head towards the back end of the season. Riders will be hoping to make a big impact in these last few races to gain up any position in the championship. So this is going to be crucial. But let's have a look at who's driving tonight then. We have Gaza123, Rd8, Rd8, Shockshaft, Afcape, Boyrexa14, Shadowstalker, RSGym, CZert, NGR Fraser, Anna Morris is here, Sandok3, and Jamie FL30. Rounds out as Afcape disconnects early on in this qualifying session. So we should have 13 drivers. Afcape will get back into the session, as he was very early that he just disconnected from. So let's see, as Adamar sets off the times with a 1:37.6 in the number 19 Machuca car. It's Machuca run, but the team obviously goes as Snekchuka. As Afcape rejoins to make us back up to 13 cars. Jamie's at a 1:30.2 to go into provisional pole position. Gaza with only a 1:34, but Boyrexa takes it into the sub 1 minutes, as does Anna Morris with a 1:29.4 and a 1:29.5. Sandrock was in a 1:31.6, Jamie 1:30.2. Radovan a 1:31.5. As Boyrexa goes into the pits. There's Sandwalk coming into the infield section of the track. Good evening, Afcape, who should be going to track any minute soon. As we say it, there he goes. So let's have a look at the standings. The last round out was Bathurst, and Boyrexa maintained his lead. Now on 281 points, he's nearly 50 points ahead of Adam Morris. That is more, just over 2 races worth of points, so he's got a whole round in front of everyone. At the moment, with Adam Morris sat in second with 233 points. RSGym has 155 with Radovan on 139. Fraser's on 123, passing Jamie in the standings. Jamie with 120. AMH has 110 with Liam at 30 on 109. Shockshaft's on 82, Yorkshire Stib on 78. Afcape is on 73. So where is he? There he is, coming to the infield section. Shadowstalker is on 70, Sandwalk 3 on 64, Gaz is on 62, Tilbs is on 35, Cam on 26, CZ on 26 as well. LB Sergio is on 24 with Slider Gas on 22, and Cop Marco rounds out the top 20 with 19 points. So as we watch Half Cape come up towards the final corner, it gets a little bit loose through the penultimate. So I think we should have a lap with Half Cape then around Ruapuna Park. We go down the main straight and into the Flexi corner. Very flat left-hander that tightens into more of like an open hairpin with these cars. Just nips up, and nips again almost. We go down the Liquimoni straight, which isn't really straight with this little kink right in it, and then into the Icon corner. Really fast. 90 left if you can get the correct line through there. Down the little straight into your Euromark corner. A little bit wide, but can gain the speed on the exit. Up towards the Fulton Hogan. Fleck right, fleck left into Fulton Hogan. This really tight 90-degree right-hander. So it goes into the 90 left. That just keeps going and going. And then we go into the Casino Carousel. Again, it just nips up on the exit slightly as it narrows back in. Into the Southern Salvage S's. Again, a very quick right-hander. Then a 90-degree left-hander. Then we head down towards the Rock Sweeper for the final corner. With now 2 minutes left of the qualifying remaining. A bit wide, having to let off the throttle there. Not quite the right line there from AFK, but we head down the main straight anyway to set banker time. He'll come across the line. Sets a 1:33.4. So not brilliant. Definitely some improvement there for AFK, but it's a lap time and he's not in last at the moment. There is Gaza. Fraser hasn't had a particularly good run at the moment. He's on another flying lap as he heads into the Rock Sweeper. Up towards the line. And again, he doesn't improve on that particular lap. He'll be definitely looking for some improvement here from 13th place. Shockshaft really drifting the car through the Icon corner. As we come through the Casino Carousel. And up towards the Southern Salvage Yeses. Through the right, through the left. Again, the back end trying to kick out. I'm going to say he's on the loose setup round here. 15 seconds left on the clock here at qualifying at Ruapuna Park. Up towards the line. Set to 1:30.3 then in the end for Shockshaft. He currently in 8th place. There's Boyraxa going through the Euromark corner. There is Jamie. He'll finish in 3rd place at the moment. Adam Morris behind him with Gaza behind that. Currently, here comes Verzote. Up to the line, currently 6th. Can't go any faster. See who's next across the line. It's going to be Boyraxa, the next man to cross the line on a flying lap. Going through the Euromark, the Southern Salvage S's. Then down towards the Rock Sweeper for his final attempt here. Can he put it any quicker than he has already? up to the line? The answer is... no, he can't go any quicker than he already has. It's Rd8. And here comes Shadow Stalker, come across the line. Can he get up the order? He does go quicker, but not quick enough to move up the order. Here comes Half Cape. Has he improved on that 133.4? Yes, he has. He's put in a 132.0, but puts him in 11th still. Rd8 crosses the line. We don't know where he'll go. But the qualifying results are as follows. Boyraxa takes pole position from Adam Morris. Jamie FL30 is 3rd. Gaza is 4th. Jim 5th. Rd8 got 6th place in the end on his debut qualifying session. Rd8 is 7th. Shockshaft 8th. Sandwalk 9th. Caesar 82 is in 10th with Afcape 11th. Shutterstalker 12th. And a very, very bad qualifying from Fraser. He starts at the back in 13th. So we will await everyone to ready up. Oh, we're already going, and we're going to have 3 red lights. And we are green here at Ruapuna Park for the first time of this 5-lap sprint race. Adam Morris looks to have got away quite well, but not quite well enough to beat Boyraxa off the line. So we now head down towards the Flexoplast corner for the first time. And it's a good start from Rd8 as the cameraman do a brilliant job following them. Up into 4th, but he's been passed by Gaza, and now he's going to get a little bit freight trained. Fraser, I mean, start line award for him. Up into 7th place for the man who started at the back. Oh, and there's carnage behind. There's Rd8. He has been sent off. Incredible. Oh my word, this is dodgy. And he has to cut straight back across, and he's now way behind. Adam Morris still trying to chase down Boyraxa. Rd8 ends up being in 6th, he stays where he was. There's Fraser. There's Afcape trying to pass Caesar at the moment. As we come up towards Casino Carousel for the first time of 5. Afcape trying to get around the outside, and that is Shadow... oh no, sorry, that's Rd8. Same livery. Similar livery, number 54. He now drops down to 10th after what looks like a spin to the inside of the Casino Carousel. Rd8 already on the back of Sandwalk 3 here. But at the front, Boyraxa will continue to lead this race. Jamie's looking down the inside now of Adam Morris, down the main straight and into the Flexoplast corner. Down the inside Jamie goes, and that is a done deal into the tightening left-hander, and he's right on the back now of Boyraxa as we head out the corner. Into the Icon corner for the second time of 5. Bit wide from Jamie. And that's left Adam Morris right on his tail as they head into this tight hairpin left. Now head towards Fulton Hodges for the second time of 5. Further back, there's Shockshaft, and that's Rd8 making a move on Sandwalk. A good move into the Euromark corner. That puts him up into 12th. He's got to have a big recovery here. Rd8 is looking to pass Shadow Stalker now for 9th place. Now at the front though, and Boyraxa has Jamie FL30 right behind him. As we head, oh, that's again very wide from Jamie. Doesn't really gain an advantage though as we head into the Rock Sweeper for the second time. On board with Jamie as Adam's looking to get past us here. We'll see if he does it. He is closing the gap. Into the Flexoplas. Adam Morris did try up the inside, and you can tell we're having to leave him room. But it doesn't look like it's worked for Adam here. On board with the third place man and the second place man in the championship at the moment. And a bit of bumping into the Euromark corner there. Big concertina effect into there because it is a very slow tightening hairpin. Into Ford and Hodges for the third time. Through the left hand they go. And into the Casino Carousel. And you see Jamie trying his best here to get some sort of a run on the leader. Into the Southern Salvages S's. Oh, as a Fraser goes really wide in the background there. Through the rock sweeper we come. Has Jamie managed to get a run on Boyraxer coming out of the rock sweeper? He's in the slipstream down the main straight. He will have a look to the inside of the Flexoplex corner. He's down the inside, and he's possibly got this done. Yes, he has. He's down the inside, and he's ahead of him coming out. So a brilliant move from Jamie FL30. Pushes the championship leader down to second. Obviously, Jamie at the moment not really in that championship picture. It's the two green cars you can see in your picture are the only ones really in it coming into the second half of this season. The Snegchuka drivers have been dominant this season. Boyraxer and Adam Morris. Adam Morris has 3 wins to his name. The rest were all Boyraxers. So 11 wins to Boyraxer. And if Jamie was to win this, he'd be the first non-Snegchuka driver to win this season. But we continue to watch this battle because it is not getting away. No one's getting away at the front here at Ruapuna. We have got some action behind, I can assure you. And here it is. There is Caesar trying around the outside of Rd8. Through the Southern Salvages S's, and that's a good move, and that's going to allow Afcape through as well. And Afcape actually looking on Caesar now as we head into the rock sweeper. Radovan taking places as well through the rock sweeper, and that's a good move from Afcape. And now he's got Radovan to deal with as we come down towards the Flexoplas corner for the final time. Can Afcape hang it around the outside of the Flexoplas corner? Rd8 is looking potentially to go down the inside of that as well. Radovan's got it done. Good move from Radovan. Rd8 keeps that 9th place. At the front we have a change because Boyraxer is off the road. And now down into 5th place. Not ideal for the championship leader. He wants to lose as little points as he can to the likes of Adam Morris. Adam Morris now in 3rd place. Gaza up into 2nd. So potentially a bit of a battle brewing. Oh, as Jamie leaps off the curb now. He is not going to win this race. He's down to 4th place. Down to 5th place. Not good from Jamie, just clipping the curb. And that has enabled the car to lose control. But Gaza now currently leads. Very quiet so far this race is Gaza, but he's suddenly popped up in the lead as we come into the rock sweeper for the final time. The number 32 machine. Can he win this? He's got to keep the drag race of Adam Morris behind him. He's going to do it though. Gaza wins at Ruapuna Park, the first non-Snegchuka driver to win. Jamie rolls in the background as standard. Boyraxer claimed 3rd apparently in the end. Jamie 4th, RS Jim was 5th. Fraser 6th. Radovan will come home 7th after a good recovery drive. C82 it'll be 8th. Rd8 is 9th. Afcape down to 10th in that final lap. Shockshaft will come home for an 11th place. And Sandwalk right behind him as well. So, not ideal for him. But here comes Shadowstalker. You will come home in 13th and last place. He hits the brakes into the rock sweeper. And Shadowstalker will come home in that 13th place. Still points for that place, so it's all valuable. So the final standings of that race, provisional as always. Gaza wins from Adam Morris. Boyrax completes the podium. Jamie in 4th, Jim 5th, Fraser 6th, Radovan 7th, Caesar 82 is in 8th. Versowet is in 9th, FK 10th, Shugshaft 11th, Standwalk 3 is in 12th, with Shadowstalker in 13th and last. No interviews unfortunately this week, as time will not allow it, as I'm up early in the morning. So we'll carry on straight into race number 2. No, the wrong setup doesn't help, Afkif. I will agree with you on that one. So we will wait. Wait for the next race to be set up. So the top 5 from that race do not qualify in this one. Slightly longer race as well. Bath is set up around Ruapuna. That definitely makes things interesting. You're wondering, that was Afcape? Afcape was running his Bathurst setup from the last week around a short track like Ruapuna. It's a very interesting tactic, that. Apparently, that might have happened then. I'm guessing that was on the final lap then, Benji. Apparently Jamie was, or was this the reason why Benji was far off the circuit? Interesting, but Benji couldn't avoid Jamie through turn 3, so, interesting stuff happening then at the front of that pack. And a word from down there is Benji saying the car at the front of the pack destroys their tyres whilst everyone has so much grip behind them. So this could make it interesting. It's 18 laps worth of racing at Ruapuna next. And it's going to be interesting because with that information of the tyres burning up if you're leading, that surely means you do not want to be leading. at all, really. You kind of will be hanging in second and third until the end of the race, right? But that means... I believe we have all the drivers available in the lobby now, so it shouldn't be too much longer before we get underway with the second qualifying session of the night. Halfgame, everyone wants to lead the last lap, mate. Not just you, unfortunately. But if you can make it yourself, well done. I will salute you on that one if you can make that one happen. So we wait the loading screen to finish here at Ruapuna. We're here for qualifying number 2 now. We won't see Jamie on track, I don't think. Halfgame looking like he can go back to the base setup or Monaco setup. Now Monaco is probably not a bad option actually around here. You don't burn your tyres out, we won't see him. There's Rd8. We'll definitely see him in qualifying, but the first man out is Rd8. This time in an emoji car. Fraser also comes out. Hopefully he'll have a better run of it here. Then we have Rd8. Scheisloger just ahead of him. Caesar's out, and also Sandwalk 3, who's in number 31 car. And Sandwalk back in the pit lane. So, obviously 8 minutes and 50 seconds remain here at Ruapuna here in New Zealand. And there is Rd8. Martin thinking Fraser's going to take pole for this one. I would like to, I'd incline to agree normally, but he didn't have a great qualifying in the first one. Maybe he just couldn't get to grips with the track the first time around. But I'd like to think Fraser... I think he's got competition with Rd8 here, though, because Rd8 is quite quick around here. For anyone watching who was watching race 1, I mean, driver of your race, who was sandbagging, could well be Martin. Yeah, if you were watching race 1, do put down who you thought driver of race 1 was. I've got my pick of Fraser, from coming from the back of the pack to get into the top 6. I think that was a phenomenal effort by him, but you all may have different opinions. As we watch the first timed laps happen. There's Rd8. Fraser will be the first man to set a time in this session, and he's gone absolutely spearing off the circuit. Caught a bit of grass, and that's game over for this lap for Fraser. Definitely not sandbagging on that one. Maximum attack from the Renault Esports finalist. Rd8 will put in the first time a 140.0. These obviously people that have just come out the pits probably have given 140.4. This time we'll go 136.9. Gradually getting competitive times out of the drivers. As Rd8 will be, I would say, the first proper man to set a time. Glad there's no money on this. Probably a good idea, Martin, although Fraser does have 6.5 minutes to turn it around and get that pole position. As Rd8 crosses the line, he'll be the first one to set a proper time in my opinion. 1:31.3 to start proceedings. Out of interest, what does Fraser do? How much time does that cost him in reality? Crosses the line, puts in a 1:50.5. That is a phenomenal lap time from Fraser after spinning. He will head into the Flexoplas for his second flying lap. And he's gone round again. I think Martin should eat his hat if Fraser doesn't get pole position on this. That's the second lap and the second time Fraser has spun. He must be running a very, very loose setup on his car to try and get the front end tucked in almost. But Rd8 has come through and got provisional pole position here with a 1:30.9. Will we see anyone do the sort of times that Boy Rex and Adam Morris did in the sub 1 minute 30s? Though amazingly, none of them actually won race number 1. Shockshaft, the only man who can qualify, who hasn't set a time yet. He's coming through the S's here, up towards final corner. Rd8 sets the fastest time now with a 1:30.5. Final corner for Shockshaft. What time can he set? A 1:31.5 puts him in 4th place. A good effort from Shockshaft. There's Shadowstalker just coming across the line there. So Fraser does set a 1:45.8 now after his second lap cost him with another spin. Rd8 has put it into the under 1 minute 30, a fantastic time from him. A 1:29.9, and Sandwalk 3 has beaten that already with a 1:29.8 to a 1:29.9. 0.087 of a second between the top two. Sandwalk, and that's Fraser spun again. This time at the hairpin. This has not gone well for Fraser. He's really under pressure now to get a lap moment, just a lap timing, really. There's Rd8. He was the one that passed Fraser on that infield section. He'll come up to the S's. Oh, and he's almost lost the back end. Clip the grass, and he finally has lost the back end for Rd8. Very, very little space for error around here. Here comes Rd8. We're a Sandwalk with that fastest time at the moment. Is that crossing the line now? This is Fraser going for yet another lap. Sets a 1:40.9 now, so he is getting quicker. We know how fast Fraser is. He just needs to put a lap together. He's 82 there. Coming up towards the line. Rd8 is just ahead of him. Someone wants another lap. He's going to have to go out now. It's going to flew under the radar really, Sandwalk. He's a quick boy, but didn't expect to take pole position here. Rd8 does go a bit quicker, but not quick enough to warrant any more change to the leaderboard. Who's next across the line? Here comes Shockshaft. He'll have one more lap to go. He crosses the line. Doesn't go any faster. Here comes Shadow Stalker. Doesn't go any faster. Here comes Fraser. Can Fraser put this on pole position now? The answer is no, but at least he set a competitive time now. At 1:31.5, he's got one more lap to try and close down the top spot. Rd8 can't go quicker at the moment. Afgate warming up his tyres for one final flying lap. After that display, I expect a pole position from the Dutchman. And he's gone in the pits, what a shame. So he's at 82. He'll be fine for another lap if he wants it. Doesn't go any faster, Rd8. Doesn't go any faster either. There's Shock Shaft. Is that Rd8 ahead of him? No, that'd be Shadow Stalker. So, time is up. This is the final laps here at Ruapuna Park. Shadow Stalker coming through the final corner now. Can he potentially get 7th place away from Afcape? No, he can't. Fraser set to 1:30.3. That's better from Fraser. Puts him in 3rd place. A much better lap time. It looks like Caesar 82 has finished his qualifying session now. He's back in the pits. There is Rd8. Who is actually? Oh, okay. So we've probably got RS Jim out along with Jamie to get a little bit of practice in. But Rd8 currently sat in 4th place. He'll be looking to gain a position here on this flying lap. Up to the line and doesn't go any quicker. Can he don't go any quicker? The answer is no. So, Sandwalk takes pole position away from Rd8. Fraser 3rd, Rd8 4th, Caesar is 5th, Shockshaft in 6th, Afcape in 7th, Shadowstalker is in 8th, Boyrex in 9th, Jim is in 10th, Alamaris is 11th with Gaza 12th, and so on and so on. So, assuming we should have a 2-minute cap here. So we're going to get underway here. At Ruapuna. And we're green for the second time tonight. 18 laps. Can Rd8 get a good jump off the line? Oh, and Sandwalk has... That is a chaotic start. That was not in the description plan for those two men. Don't know where Rd8's going. Now going the wrong way. But on the front, Fraser does lead here on the second. Race from Rd8, from RS Jim, who's had a good start, into third place. Caesar82 is in fourth. Gaza fifth, Boyrax up to sixth, Adam Morris seventh, Jamie's now down to ninth. I'm going to guess someone's had a bit of a spin somewhere. Shockshaft in 10th, Avcape in 11th. There's Sandwalk. Rd8 has brushed up there, that's an interesting one. Don't really know what's going on with that. So they head into the Flexoplast corner, and Fraser spun it at the Flexoplast corner. That is not ideal for him. Down into 8th place now. So that leaves RS Jim now to go up into first place. Rd8 is still in second, with Gaza in third. Behind that you got Adam Morris and Caesar82 having a good battle now as we head up towards Fulton Hogan. That's a good move actually from Caesar. Very well executed. He passes Adam Morris for 5th place. Jamie on the tail of this little scrap. Behind that you got Shockshaft, who's having to now defend from Fraser, because Fraser's now down into 9th place. Up ahead, Caesar82 is now losing positions. There is Jamie off really wide. Both Shockshaft and Fraser off wide as well. So we head into the Rock Sweeper for the second time of this race. At the front, Rd8 is behind Jim. Gaza currently in third, the race 1 winner in the number 32 machine. Rd8 has retired from this race. He's retired. Completely that. Jim getting hassled here by Rd8 going into the Flexoplast corner. Can't quite make the move though. Remember, this is going to be games as you like, because the man at the front ruins his tyres quicker than the rest of the field. Boyrax off wide. Doesn't lose any places though, and here comes Gaza up the inside of the hairpin. Good move. Up into second place then for Gaza. We're looking to get near the front and get away from the pack. Will Gaza, but promise Jim's not slow. So head into the Casino Carousel, and Jim's off wide. Coming out of the carousel, that's going to give Gaza a chance into the S's now. And Jim a bit wide, is all good though. Into the second part. Gaza's going to hang around the outside, goes off a bit wide, has to go even wider, so that's going to lose him a couple of places there. Rd8 now is looking like he could enter the Rock Sweeper in first, but Jim's up the inside, and in the inside of those is Boyrax. He now moves into the lead, onto lap number 3, and we head into lap 4 then, where Boyrax now leading the pack. And I think a bit of games going on here from Boyrax. He won't want to actually lead the pack after his verdict from race 1. He will still defend though into the Flexoplas. Into the Icon corner, and Boy Ranks is still defending here. Which is surprising after his feedback from race 1, saying that the front person who leads is going to ruin their tyres. And Adam Morris having to defend his position at the moment from Jim. Jamie is up into second as one of the tyres go rolling on the road. But Jamie now in second, hassling Boyer exit. Gaza, there's Fraser in seventh, looking to try and claw his way back to that front pack. At the moment, behind that you got Caesar and Shockshaft. Afgate is lonely in 10th at the moment. Shadowstalker is in 11th. The Sandwalk having a torrid time and went down in 12th place. But at the front, Boymax is still leads, and Radovan up the inside of Jamie for second place. That's a done deal through the Rock Sweeper. And Adam Morris looking to tag along on the exit. Both of them are fighting down towards the Flexoplas. Through the flat left-hander, hit the brakes for the tightening hairpin. And Adam Morris looks to have got this done, has he? He will do going into the Icon corner though. Unless Jamie's brave, keeps it around the outside. That's a phenomenal effort from Jamie as we now head up towards the hairpin left. Radovan now looking down the inside, not quite going to work. Adam Morris can't quite complete the move on Jamie, so Jamie keeps that podium position right now on lap number 5. Gaza has a perfect view of all of this going on ahead of him. As Jim ahead of us, Adam Morris, then Jamie, Radovan in the red car. Boyrax is the leader who's getting away, he's got a 1 second lead already. And Jamie needs to get past Radovan here if he's got any hope of trying to catch and pass the current championship leader. And we've got a run here with Gaza on Jim as we head up towards the Rock Sweeper for the 5th time. He's down the inside. Done deal for Gaza, up into 5th. Now it's interesting because I reckon if Boyrax can get enough of a gap, Radovan's tyres will start to go. But as long as the leader is within a close distance to second place, the leader's tyres will get worse and worse compared to everyone else's. As we head down the Liquimoni straight and down towards the Icon corner for the 6th time of 18. Up towards the hairpin left, Jamie lurking almost behind Radovan, waiting for the opportune moment to spring the surprise, send in the overtake. But right now, this is a bit of a strategy game. Remember, they do not have to pit anymore in this feature race. That is not mandatory anymore. So this is more of a game of keeping your tyres around here. Shockshaft is still having a little battle with Caesar. Okay. And Sandwalk is now up into 11th place. Back at the front though, and Boyrax is not getting away, he's staying within half a second of Radovan. We just get this little lull at the moment. Yeah, it's a little lull at the moment in the GT5. You always get this in the middle. Oh, but not anymore. Radovan clips the grass, and that Marshall just watching on as he spins to the inside. for the hairpin. That is going to cost him loads of places. He's now down into 7th place behind Fraser. So not ideal for him, but amazingly the gap is still only 0.8 between first and second, which is now Boy Rexer and Jamie F430. But as Jamie now has Adam Morris right behind him for that second place, Gaza is starting to gap Jim a little bit here for that fourth. There's Fraser. As Fraser goes to the icon corner, he's got a lot of gap to make up to the front pack. Boy Rexer still needs to go on to lap number 8 here at Ruapuna Park. Get into the Southern Salvages S's with the leaders. It's not an easy corner though, set of corners that is. Adam Morris still right behind Jamie right now. Boy Rexer not really getting challenged, and here comes Adam Morris down the inside of Jamie as we head up towards the Flexo Plus corner for the 9th time. That is Adam Morris's place right there. Goes a little wide, but keeps the place. Jamie there, you see him flashing his lights. I think that's more a case of let's work together, let's go after Boy Rexer. We know we need to get to him. He's leading the championship by absolute miles. If we can try and bump him down the order a bit, get him to lose some more points. I mean, the more points that they lose out of the this back end of the season for Boy Rexer, the better it is for Adam Morris. Because Monza is round 12, that is a double point round. So Adam Morris will want to close his gap as much as possible heading into that. Because normally it's 22 points per race, so 44 points per night. And that particular one, 88, will be available. Going up to the lap, Shadowstalker here on lap number 9. It's a bit of lap traffic for the leaders to come up to, although Shadowstalker's a pretty good one. Inspiration gets out of the way on this straightaway. We may end up waiting after the Flexo Plus down the Liquid Money straight, but currently there's a Snitchuka 1-2. There's Gaza. All just a little bit spread out at the moment between the mid-pack, obviously after the bit of carnage. There's Ray Van, we're a good friend AFK. There's AFK, he's still in 10th place, so top 10 is good. But we go back to the lead, and Boy Rexer still leading, but losing a bit of time at the moment. He's now only 8 tenths up on Adam Morris. Jamie F430 in 3rd place at the moment, with Gaza right behind him now. Jim trying to catch his pack back up. Fraser is now behind Radovan. And a bad lap last lap would suggest a potential spin as the cause of that. But Adam Morris gradually closing in on Boy Rexer right now. It's another 3/10 out of the bag for Adam Morris. He really is starting to reel in Boy Rexer, who could be starting to head into tyre wear issues. Jamie trying a different line to get better speed out. Wouldn't have said it's really succeeded, but it's not really failed either. Some of those ones have just gone where it worked, so he's happy with it. But you can see him just trying different lines here, not necessarily trying to get past Adam Morris, just to keep speed. Because if you can keep with Adam Morris will draw him closer to Boy Rexer, I reckon, around here. Because I reckon Adam Morris is actually quicker than Boy Rexer round Ruapuna Park in a race sense. I don't know what Gazza would see in the cockpit. There we go. Obviously right-hand drive being a British car. You can see there Jamie just ahead of us. And it's fair to say Adam Morris is closing in on the leader. Through the rock sweep we come for the 11th time. Going on to lap number 12 then for these guys. Just 7 laps remain here in New Zealand. We're trying to get the toe. So we now head into the Flexoplast, and Jamie trying to go around the outside of Adam Morris. It's not quite worked. We now head down the Liquid Money Straight for the 12th time, and Boy Rexer has very big company. His championship rival and teammate is behind him. Into the hairpin left. Oh, and a little faint look there from Adam Morris. Trying to fill the mirrors of the current championship leader. As far as Boy Rexer goes, he wants to be able to go into either Monza. He was going to Monza knowing he cannot be caught no matter what happens. It's a tough ask to have, but it's very, very plausible at the moment. Now we could head into Monza with the champion already crowned. But Boy Rexer managed to pull out a few tenths here on this lap. Not ideal for Adam Morris. And Jamie's had a bad exit coming out of the rock sweeper, and Gazza is right on his tail to try and pick up that position. So we head into the Flexoplast for the 13th time. We start the final third of this race. Just 6 laps left to run here at Ruapuna Park GP. Gazza can't quite go around the outside there. Looks for the switchback, and he's there but not there as they go through the right-hander. But and that is Jamie F430 on his roof, and very lucky that to bring it down. Now, we all know Jamie tends to roll the car at the end of the race, but he doesn't normally roll it in the race. Well, for the first time, I think, this season, we have witnessed Jamie F430 roll his car during the race, and that puts him in 4th, and 10 seconds, 11 seconds off of the lead. But at least he's not going to have any engine cooling issues anymore. And a very, very light, much lightened Ginetta. At the front there, and the Snake Truker boys are still battling to a degree. They're 7 seconds up the road now from Jim. Unfortunately, I think Gazza ended up spinning because of Jamie there, just trying to avoid him. But it was a very, very big accident. from Jamie. That was impressive. See the weight transfer. Very, very big in these cars. I think we may end up for a battle for 10 if that keeps making a few mistakes here. Sandwalk only 10 seconds behind. So we'll keep an eye on that gap and see what happens. Sandwalk putting on pole. Unfortunate happenings at the start of the race. We will have an answer as well for that. Getting glitch for Verzo at the start there, so very unfortunate. Unfortunately, Sandwalk, wrong place, wrong time. Although he couldn't really be any other place. But Boyrax is still having to fend off from his teammate, who is now closing in towards the Southern Salvages S's. You can just see them trying a few different lines to get better exits. Into the Flexo class for the 15th time of 18. Adam Morris looking around the outside. It's not quite gonna work. It does. Well, actually, it does work off. Adam Morris now in the lead of this race, and that is 3 precious points difference between these two. Into the hairpin. Oh, and Adam Morris has ruined this vital chance to beat his teammate. He spins it into second place, and Boyraxer off up the road now by 6 seconds. Will probably be a bit more. But yet again, Boyraxer, the man who hasn't made any mistakes this race compared to everyone else. And he's now just got to drive that car to the end. Archer still in third. There's Jamie in fourth. Gaza is in fifth still. Rd8 has passed Fraser now. I think it's been like that for a while actually. Fraser in seventh. But only 5 seconds the gap between them. And the battle for 10th is gradually closing in. They head on to lap 15 themselves. But Cape lost 4 seconds that time around last lap. So we'll keep an eye on that, because that could get quite interesting as everyone's now a bit more spread out. Jamie and Gaza about 0.6 of a second there separating these two. As they head into the Flexo class for the 16th time of 18. There's Cape, there's Sandwalk. Let's go on board Sandwalk's on the bumper camera. We're here on lap 15 with Sandwalk. The guys behind are on lap 16. Those red dots showing that they are a lap ahead of you. Shadow. Oh yeah, Shadow's Talk is a lap down on everyone almost. But Sandwalk gradually reeling in the Dutchman at the moment. You want to do it quickly though, because if he gets lapped, he will have less laps to get that place. Rd8 has passed Jamie, so Jamie's had some sort of issue again. Oh, you see the car really stepping out there. Jamie's having to fight that. Oh, that's Fraser in the background with another spin. He'll want to get on track soonish. He almost spins it again. Gets away with it, stays in 7th place. But Jamie's made another mistake. He's now down into 6th place. Not ideal for him. Sandwalk now only 1.6 behind Cape. This gap definitely closing and closing. A better lap from Cape last time around, only losing around a second. Rexa still leads this race from Anna Morris and RS Jim. Gazza's up into 4th. That's that mistake from Jamie. Rd8 is in 5th. Jamie's in 6th. Now he'll be looking. We can't go on the bumper cam with him anymore. And we don't have roof cam either. I'm hearing no roof, bonnet or bumper camera. We only have this one for Jamie. After he decided rolling the car was the best option to lose some weight. Through the casino carousel they come. With Sandwalk. You can see the gap visibly getting closer now between him and Afcape. He's got 2 laps now to catch Afcape and pass him. Whilst the leaders go on to the final lap of the race. These two now battling it out for that final top 5 place here. Shockshaft sees it's not quite going to get him. But there's Afcape, still getting hunted down by Sandwalk. This is going to get very interesting now, probably on the final lap. For them anyway. A bit wide that from Sandwalk, it's cost him a bit of time. As Rd8 and Jamie go into the Icon corner. They will be continuing to battle this at the moment. As they now come down towards Fulton Hodges. And you can see the gap between these two. Closer and closer as they head on to their final lap of the race. They're not going to get lapped, but it's going to be an interesting battle at the moment for that 10th place. Can Afcape hold on to it? Looking at the Flexoplast, we'll have to go away from this because Boyrax will win here at Ruapuna Park. Reinstates his dominance. That's, I believe, his 12th win of the season. Adam Morris will come home in 2nd. Here comes Jim in 3rd. Gazza will come home 4th. Rd8 will be in 5th from Jamie. There's Fraser 7th, Shockshaft 8th. We want to watch this battle though. Afcape, he's dropped Sandwalk by nearly a 2nd. That's fantastic stuff from the Dutchman. Though he's not quite got the hairpin left correct. There's Fraser, he's coming up to the rock sweeper right now. Back behind him though, and Afcape still has Sandwalk behind him. There's now 0.4 of a second difference between them. Here comes Fraser, he will get 7th place. Shockshaft will get 8th place from Caesar in 9th. Can Afcape hold on to that 10th place for the On The Grass racing team? As they now head through to Southern Salvage's S's. As we watch, see there in the background, Jamie probably rolling the car into the rock sweeper for the final time for Afcape. He looks like he's going to hold on to it. Shutterstock ahead will claim that 12th place. But here comes Afcape, a fantastic drive from the Dutchman. He'll claim 10th place. With Sandwalk in 11th. So Boyraxer provisionally wins race number 2 here at Ruapuna Park. Race number 16 of the season. Boyraxer wins from Adam Morris. Then RS Jim, Gazza in 4th, Rd8 in 5th, Jamie in 6th, Fraser 7th, Shockshaft in 8th, C82 9th, Afcape in 10th, Sandwalk is 11th, Shutterstalker 12th, and Rd8 had a glitch at the start causing him to retire. So that's it from the Ginetta GT5s here tonight. Next round will be have a look. Round number 9 comes from Austria and the Red Bull Ring. So do join us then for that race next week on Friday the 12th of October. But from me, NXTGEN and the Ginettas tonight, we do thank you all for watching. and enjoy the rest of your evening.